Who wants to be demure when they can be mysterious, alluring? I want people to get a whiff of me and ask themselves, what is she wearing? That is the vibe that I'm on for the month of October. It's spooky season, it's Scorpio season, and best of all, fall is here, y'all, and I want to smell delectable. So I'm going to share the fragrances that I have been and will continue to wear down in the month of October because they give, and I'm a giver, so I'm going to share those with you. So if that sounds like your kind of video, then stick around and let's get into it. Hi, I'm Jeanique, and I love to look good, feel good, and most of all, smell amazing. They're all part of one package that make me feel most like myself. And when October rolls around, I thought to myself, mystery alluring, give hot gal vibes for the fall season. That is what I am on for the month of October. And I want to share the fragrances I'll be wearing down. Now, here's the thing. We got all kinds of fragrances in here. We got fruity shit. We got florals. We got vanillas. We got gourmands. We got all kinds of fragrances, including not so sweet ones. I have so many fragrances here because from day to day, my vibes change and I want something a little bit different. I can't just stick to one. Now, here's the thing. I like to categorize my videos, categorize my fragrances, so it just stays a little bit clearer in my mind. We got work fragrances, date night fragrances, daytime scents, some that are specifically picked for October, given all the kinds of events that happen in October, and I have a few bedtime scents that I'll be wearing down as well. We got so many fragrances here to get through, so I won't hold you, but if you haven't already, subscribe. I would appreciate it. That'd be amazing. You will love it here because here's the thing, I'm a whole vibe. If you've already subscribed, thank you. You're amazing. You make great life decisions and I trust you with everything. So now that I've introduced myself and I've built up all the hype, can I live up to it though? Let's get into it. Baby, come over. Even though I usually start off with everyday and daytime fragrances, I'm going to start off with my work fragrances because I pulled real good with these work fragrances. I'm going to start off with the MVP of the category, the one that I am so excited to wear the most. But all of them are fragrances that I am sort of living for the month of October. Boom. Here we're starting off with Casma Ebhar by Rasasi. Here's the thing. This is such an underrated fragrance. It's so affordable. It's so beautiful. Underneath this fragrance, they don't say it in the notes, but there's like a suede or a taupe, like a hint of a leather. Now, mostly what is in here, this y'all, is vanilla, some praline, some tonka, some musk, right? But it's not over sweet. There's an understated, professional, elegant kind of energy to this fragrance. There's also like a heaviness, like there's a nice dose of amber in here. It is so lovely. No, we also have some orris root doing real work, similar to violet or iris, a slight cloudiness, powderiness to lift some of that weight off of this fragrance. There is some green apple in the opening. A little bit sweet, a little bit tart, but very, very, very pretty. Now, if you like something like Casablanca by Swiss Arabian, like that, but not as sweet and not as leathery, or a more mysterious, darker, not as aggressive version of that fragrance, love that one. Love it. It's literally in my handbag right now. It's so good. But this one right here is giving more work vibes. That one's giving streets, right? So I'm going to be wearing this down hard and I'm excited to do so. Get onto it. Rasasi, Kazmat, Ebhar, vibes. So good. Now the next two, similar but different. I'm going to go with the one that isn't the biggest pivot away from the last one, which is Prada Paradox, the original. Now this one is a more aggressive version of Armani My Way. So I'm going to be, hold on one second. I'm going to be wearing and carrying around a travel version of Armani My Way, just to tops up and top up in the middle of the day because it just goes very well with everything. It's a white floral tuberosity fragrance, very soft, very pretty, a little bit sweet. Not the vibe I'm entirely going for the month of October. Prada Paradox has this neroli note, making the citrus a little bit sharper and has a little patchouli in there that makes it just a little bit more of an aggressive feel. This is boss bitch, but also approachable. So this is one of the fragrances that I'm going to be wearing down hard. And I love Prada Paradox for work, but I also like it for the streets. It's not as like sensual and sexy in the sort of obvious way, but there's a kind of grownness to this fragrance that I very much enjoy. Now, when I'm trying to give my most boss bitch energy, we're gonna be doing Chloe Nomad. No, I love this fragrance. I've been wearing it for a very long time. I keep just rebuying it. I need to start a bigger bottle at this point. But I wear this when I want to feel my most professional and confident. This is a Chypre fragrance, meaning it has the structure of the fragrance means it's a little bit old school. It's giving like late 90s, early 2000s in how it is structured. It has a sharpness about it because the patchouli is patchouliing in this. There is some oak moss, so there's like a definite greenness. There is jasmine in here giving a little bit of freshness and sharpness to this fragrance. It is not soft or pretty in that sort of obvious way. Now, if you like things like back in the day, and I still wear it, Burberry Touch, that kind of fragrance, like something that CK would have made in the early 2000s. So I'm very much into this fragrance when I want to give like modern woman from the 80s with shoulder pads. Yes, I will be wearing Chloe Nomad because it's lovely and we love each other, basically. So these are the fragrances I'm going to be wearing a lot of for the daytime. Starting with the MVP of this bunch, it's going to have to be Estee Lauder Sensuous. Now, this is honey, but honey in a sort of fresher, lighter, everyday kind of way. It's not too sticky. There is no real animalic element to it. It's just a sort of softer, cleaner take on honey. And I live for that, right? I love me a honey kind of vibe, and this is giving me exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to be doing Estee Lauder Sensuous with the realness. It's the MVP of this category. Surprisingly odd. I bought Marc Jacobs Daisy Wild, right? And there have been so many daisies at this point, literally in my collection as well, because I stay buying them, that I don't think I'm going to be, I never think I'm going to be surprised at what daisy, I mean, any of the daisies is going to give. But I am telling you, I am so impressed with this fragrance. It is tart and fresh, bright, a very, very happy fragrance. I picked this up from Sephora, from the last Sephora sale, which was a long time ago. I'm still coming with that haul, y'all. And this is going to be in that video where I give like a fuller review. But wanting something that gives late summer, a little bit tartar, fresher, brighter, and happier, I'm going to be bringing this around because it just makes me feel good. Love this. I think it's full bottle worthy for me at least, and I love the bottle. I'll put it on the screen so you see what it looks like because it's very cute. Finally, I'm doing something a little bit cozier because fall is here, y'all. And it's a lighter take on vanilla. It is fresh cream with warm cashmere. It's not with, just fresh cream, warm cashmere. It is a coconutty, lactonic, vanilla, but musky kind of fragrance. Very approachable, very pretty. The musk in here is surprising. When I first tried this and put it on, I said to myself, this is not going to last. It's going to disappear fast. And then 8 hours later, it was still going. I'm like, excuse me. How dare you have longevity when you aren't a beast mode type of fragrance? Just real good quality fragrance from Philosophy, and just a really standard, nice, everyday fragrance if I want to pull for a musky vanilla that isn't too thick, isn't too heavy, and isn't too much for cold weather. So loving this one. Absolutely. So for date nights out, doing road, doing the club, all of the different things where it's a little bit chillier out, you're trying to give more of a mysterious, sort of sexier kind of energy, or at least I am, then these are the fragrances I'm going to be wearing down, and this is what I'm going to be bringing around with me. This is Rouge Smoking from BDK. Now, this fragrance is a very bold, smoky cherry fragrance, very loud, very fun. It is just such a lovely unisex fragrance. Not too sweet, not too heavy, really nice for this time of year. I can't get enough of that one. The two main ones though, and I'm going to say this is the MVP of this category, but both of these are basically equal, y'all. This is Candle by Night. And this is from Jean-Paul Gaultier. I have a whole Scandal specific video already. I will link it if you're interested in how you differentiate between all of the Scandal fragrances out there. This one is a deeper, richer, thicker, darker version of the fragrance. And this one has a little bit of honey and ambroxan. This has some tonka bean in there. There is a sweetness about this fragrance that is really alluring. It's very intense and very, very sexy. And finally, I'm going to be wearing my Good Girl blush. Y'all, I love this fragrance just because it is so girly and fun, pretty. There's some sharp edges in this fragrance that I think are such a nice, bold statement. Now, they say it's mostly yellow florals, right? I think it's ylang ylang that's in here. But I get a very fresh rose when I spray this on my body with some vanilla, some amber. Like, I think this is just a bright, fun, girly kind of fragrance with a little bit of sexiness and a little bit of attitude. Loving this fragrance to the nth degree. Also, in my video I'm going to do the haul, I have the elixir version of this that I'll be talking about, so come back for that video. So that's why you should subscribe, obviously. So those are my date night, night out fragrances, and y'all see how I'm gonna smell good, right? Y'all can see that, obviously. Want to make a great life choice today? Subscribe to me. It would just make me happy, make you happy, make your YouTube homepage happy. It would work for everybody. Now let's get back to the video. This is the second to last category. The next one are going to be my October specific picks that are meant to evoke the month and the season. I'm going to do like a November specific next month, etc, etc. So we're going to get into my bedtime scents. They're pretty straightforward and lovely and delicious, if I do say so myself. Obviously, the MVP of the group right here is going to be from Maison Alhambra, and this is the lovely Cherie, and this is a dupe of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, because I want to go to bed smelling like almonds and cherry. Obviously, this just smells like a really delicious, creamy ass drink, and I want to be the drink that gets drunk. Basically, this is so good, so delicious that I need to have this in my life for the month of October. It's like just cool enough that the heaviness of this is so warranted. MVP of this category. The next one is a surprising one, y'all. I am low-key obsessed with Juicy Infusion from Zara. No, I have, just like I have a Sephora haul coming. Hey, I also have an affordable perfume haul coming. It's mostly Arabian fragrances, but there are a couple from Zara that I picked up that I wanted to share with you as well. I think this is a mango fragrance. Just fresh, bright. It just feels like, am I 22 on a boardwalk just living my most carefree life? Like, it is so happy and fun and innocent, and I absolutely love it. Juicy is a good name for this fragrance. It just smells like a tropical punch. That's the vibe. It's a tropical punch. Lastly, I'm gonna be wearing down Yara from Lattafa. Again, I keep talking about my haul coming. I got the new Yara More, the white bottle from this line, and I know I want the Yara candy that just came out in the bright pink. I don't get it yet, but I want it. I got the white one. I'm gonna talk about that in that video, but for now, I'm gonna be wearing this one. It's strawberry milk, y'all. They say it's caramel. I don't really get caramel. I get sweetness, vanilla. I get vanilla. I get a little bit of tubes of strawberry syrup. So not like real strawberries like you eat out of a container, but strawberry syrup with a little bit of milk and vanilla. It is very, just really soft, pretty. It's nothing to write home about, but it's good for bed because it's very calming. It's like a hug in a bottle, right? It's very calming, very sweet, very familiar, and I am going to enjoy wearing this to bed for the month of October. Absolutely. Can I, at this moment, locate the last fragrance in this category? No, so I'm going to focus on the two that I have. The other fragrance I'm going to be wearing is Vanille. You know what's in my handbag? Vanille Fatale from Tom Ford. This is a spicy vanilla fragrance that skews more unisex, more boardroom appropriate. I feel like I need to be wearing a blazer when I wear it, or if I'm going out on the street. I feel like I'm a rich ass bitch. Like, that's the vibe of that fragrance. These are the two main ones I'm going to be wearing down though. This is Al Haramain Genou Noir, and this is a dupe of Gerjav's. I can't remember the name right now because my brain is not functioning. I can't think of it. Anyway, this is a vanilla fragrance with a twist. Basically, both of these fragrances is jump scare. That is why they're in the October perfume trade. You know the jump scare. You know what a jump scare is? You're enjoying this fragrance. You're like, ooh, it's vanilla, it's creamy, it's sweet, it's so delicious, it smells expensive, and then boom, it's a pickle juice. I'm not sure I like that. You don't know if you like it, but the more you have it on your body, you're like, yeah, I can get behind something like that. And I'm getting behind this all together. I really enjoy Genou Noir. I think it's a really beautiful fragrance. It's just the kind of fragrance that you want to wear out at night, all black, giving your most witchy kind of vibes. Genou Noir. But vanilla. Now, if you want to go fruity, here we go. This is La Petite Black Robe Noir. I think I have that right. Probably. Black Perfecto. This is from Guerlain. And this is one of the flankers from La Robe Petit Noir. And I love that fragrance. And this is a similar, very, very similar, except jump scare, leather. You think you're getting a girly ass fragrance because it's about a dress, a petite dress, right? A black dress. And then they boom throwing leather. Is it a leather black dress? I think so. So this is the fragrance that I wear when I'm doing road. Is a speakeasy open that I can go to? Is a club is a club available that I can go dancing? Because this in a leather dress is the vibe you are trying to project. Just really sexy, alluring, just draws you in. I'm gonna be wearing this down hard. That's everything on my perfume tray for the month of October. I try to keep it light, keep it tight to like 10 to 15 to 20 fragrances for the month so that everybody gets a little bit of shine and FaceTime with me. Obviously, some of these fragrances are travel fragrances, so they'll come to work with me and they'll get a little top up in the middle of the day. So everything's gonna get worn, and I'm excited to just smell delectable and mysterious and alluring and sexy as I'm all for the month of October. Thank you so much for being here and checking out this video. Is there anything that I mentioned that you would want to wear yourself, that you are planning to wear in the month of October yourself? I would love to hear about it all in the comment section. What I'll also go ahead and do is link my last perfume tray video. I think it was all the way back in June or July, but I'm gonna link it anyway, just in case you're interested or in a warmer climate where it's still summer where you are. Now, thank you again for being here. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. If you already subscribed, thank you so much for doing so. You are a real one. Again, I'm Jeanique, smelling so mysterious for the month of October because the season, the month warrants it. And I must stay on message if it kills me, obviously. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all. I would keep you like a safe place.